Hello. Welcome to episode 25.
Whoa.
Just started
In there, alright.
We were talking about what happened last time, but we'll get into that when I recap.
We definitely know.
We
Yes,
remember.
it was just last week actually, so we should remember.
It's really hot, and all of our friends have melted.
Yes, Texas is hot. Take it from us.
Anything for my complexion.
I'm going camping this weekend.
Oh, stop it, you Mr. Maine.
Hush.
I hope you get another heat wave.
No, that's
No. Don't wish that on anybody.
I wish it upon you.
If it's happening there, it's happening here.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
No, I mean, it was hotter here than it was there for a couple
In the
days.
morning.
Doesn't mean it was cold.
No. I had like heat of the day. We got to about 96, 97 last week.
Well, do you have any announcements for us, Hayden?
Yeah, okay, so I'm not dying like I was last week, so I'm back. Hello, it's good to chat with you all again. I've missed you all so much. And as a way of expressing that, I want to tell you all about our favorite part, starting with our musical ones. Gosh, I think maybe 1 week off might have actually messed this up for me, so we're going to see how this goes. We'll start off with Sirenscape, because they're the ones that bring our sound effects to life. And for the music, Liz, don't cock your head at that. I can see everything that's happening.
No, it has nothing to do with you, Hayden. Not everything is about you.
Well,
My D&D Beyond is gone.
This is you reading your spells now.
No, I can't find it.
So, they make our sound effects, all the cling clangs, all the spilled beer steins, all that stuff. Sirenscape. Go play with the sliders for amping up different sounds. We've also got the musical folks. We've got Beyond Skyrim, Spin the Short Haul Music, and Celestial Aeon Project. They're responsible for all the exciting swells and all of the ambiance that this table has. So go check out all those at rollslayers.com/partners. Speaking of partners, take a minute to talk about our minis. We're pretty big fans of them. We like to scoot them around the table. We like to use them as our proxies to cast spells. We like to see them, go up against the goblin or some kind of stone monstrosity.
Have we fought
It's our
goblins?
minis. They're like tiny action figures. Be honest, y'all. They're not. We play with them like action figures, and you should too. Get yours from Eldritch Foundry. Use our code ROLLSLAYERS at checkout for 15% off. Get an STL file, get the thing printed there, do whatever you need to do, just get it. Patreon.com/RollSlayers is where you can find all the latest content. Period. And let's see, World Anvil. Tyler, what do you got for us for World Anvil?
Oh shoot. It's a
If you
real.
say I made a spreadsheet, I'm gonna quit this game.
Oh.
I didn't make a spreadsheet. No, World Anvil is it's really great. You can import your maps. You can not just geography maps, but battle maps and stuff like that. They also I don't utilize it, but if you want to have an all-in-one kind of D&D experience, you can import character sheets there. You can they have a campaign running suite within World Anvil, so you can run a D&D campaign just from World Anvil if you choose. worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers. Check it out.
And that's all she wrote, isn't it?
Besides, follow us on social media.
Oh, yeah. Follow us on
Instagram.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
Like and subscribe. Give us a star rating on Spotify.
That's right. And come check us out on Discord.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling me to watch Mythic Quest in there today, I guess.
Pretty
Or
good.
you could watch it.
I mean, I'm not sold. So I
I watched all of it, and I'm also not sold.
That's, yeah.
Okay.
No. Like,
Look,
But the fact that Tyler says that it's good is like, okay, I think maybe I'm just not cool enough.
No,
No.
It-
Alex likes a lot of
it's
weird
definitely
stuff.
like the internet's consensus is that it's good and then it's not and then it's good and then it's not. I don't think that's true, but I'm
We're
not
not
the internet.
talking about that now.
Yeah, talk about it in the Discord with us.
Yeah, that's right. Go find the link in our Instagram bio or on our website, worldslayers.com.
Let's do the D&D.
Ta-da.
So, last we left off, the party, still stuck in Nogbuz for the time being, continued their investigation of certain elements of the Nogbuz Council at the behest of Drilla Warsong, the priestess of Luthik, Church of the Blood Moon. The siblings, tracking down
twins.
Thalar, Red Smile, encountering a more grisly interrogation of a Torvenbergen war priest than they might have liked to be a party to. But learning not much about Thalar's dealings besides their relish for killing and maiming of Torvenbergen and elves. They did have a short conversation with Hesh, who seems a little bit dissatisfied with Thalar. Meanwhile, Mert and Visa made their way back to Kenai Temple into the bowels of the tree itself, much in part due to Mert's sense of purpose and Visa's fly-like wild shape, discovering a bit of a operation of mushroom growing for the processing of called flake, a very hallucinogenic drug. Encountering briefly the priest, Solinar, and making a bit of a deal with him. Lastly, Ori and Leaf made their way to Yaz's manor, interacting with one of his children, one of his progeny, talking their way into a meeting that evening after supper. The group reconvened at the home of Falosh, chatted about it a bit. The Gith siblings recounted not only their experience with Thalar, but also a mysterious brand that had appeared on both the insides of their wrists briefly. And that's where we'll pick up.
Oh, that's right.
You guys have just got done discussing your plans as it stood last time, and this can change retroactively, but as it stood last time, it was going to be a three-party split with the groups staying the same. Mert and Visa were to track down not Mole Blackleaf, Drilla.
Mhm.
Y'all were, the Gith siblings were to attend to either Hesh or seek out Mole Blackleaf. They were undecided, and then Ori and Leaf have a standing invitation that evening with Yaz.
Yep.
So, is there anything we're doing in the meantime as we're waiting for evening, or are you guys just waiting for evening to attend to these?
Ori is gonna work on stuff.
Okay. Goes up in the mic and it starts tinkering.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
We're in the house. So
Okay.
don't need to be in the magnet.
You gonna manifest your little arcane,
My Eldritch Workshop?
your Eldritch Workshop?
Yes.
Cool.
What does that look like when you summon said workshop?
Well, I have to decide on what I want to do, what I want to craft first, because the workshop is ever changing, depending on what she needs at the time. So,
TBD.
let's do, because I'm thinking of like the things that she would like have available. I don't think I know that she'll have like some kind of thread, but definitely not like silk threads.
Yeah.
And so she could do, just speaking out loud really quickly, she could try to, banff out like a weaver's workshop and have like a loom and like try to make a piece of fabric from her thread.
Sure.
Or she could banff out a forge and like try to make a little dagger like really quickly or something.
Yes. So either way, you're trying to make kind of like a sample size, product, like either a little swatch of thread or a small crude dagger of some sort that shows your ability.
Yeah, let's go for the iron.
Okay.
Because let's just do that. And the workshop is it gives me 3 like big tool things. So a forge, a grinding wheel, and like an anvil.
Sure.
And so I have like iron ingots. I'll probably just use regular iron and not like my fancy blue steel that I have. And just try to make as quickly and efficiently as possible, like a little dagger.
Sure. And I think in terms of the crafting rules with that book, it's not going to be a high difficulty, or not difficulty. It's I forget the term, but it'll be a category 1, pretty easy. If you want to go ahead and make a crafting roll, you can. I can't remember in the book. We can reference it retroactively.
Do not know a whole bunch of the rules.
Do you have it on you?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. I'll peruse it while we get to something else when I have the time.
The beginning. But yes, so probably for the hours while we're kind of waiting for that, she'll work on that, and if a little bit of time allows, she may try to finish the Displacer Beast cloak.
Okay.
Like, because she's been like sewing and threading and making it like a jacket or like a cloak kind of thing.
If you have to, we'll do this roll and we'll see if you have time.
Cool.
Is there any other preparations anyone's making, or are you guys just going now to seek out people? What's kind of the vibe?
Go ahead, Hayden.
Leaf smokes his fine tobacco and awaits evening time.
Zek will probably join you with his little hand-rolled tobacco cigarettes on the porch.
Are they rolled well? Or are they just are they
He's
kind of
learning.
I
They
was
hold
about to
together
reference them.
okay, but they're not.
okay?
No one else would like purchase them.
I would join, but like not ask for anything, but like be watching you and just writing and drawing in her notebook. But like trying to figure out if she wants to ask. I would just be chilling.
Zach is also probably like working on like putting on those, what did you call them? Those like arm bracer things?
Oh, they're just bracers.
You guys call them
Van
something else.
Yeah, the word.
Oh, van brace.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna like tie those on and like be like, are these cool? Do I like this? I don't care about elves, but also this is weird. But he's gonna wear them.
I think in terms of stamina, it's not a difficult process, so I'm not gonna make you roll.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
I'll just be working outside like with everybody because I don't think
Sure.
what's his name? Feywash would enjoy me having
Oh,
a fired up forge in his living room.
so on the porch then, yes.
Yeah, on
Nice
the
and
porch or
warm.
like right on the ground, like out
Yeah.
off of the porch. But yeah.
Zach, buddy, do you need some help getting, getting your smoke shaked up a little bit?
I mean, no, I think they're fine. I mean, it's like I can smoke it just fine, and it tastes good, and I think they're fine. Do you think there's a problem with them?
They just look like they're burning a little bit hot there, is all.
Oh, is it not? Is it not? The fire is not supposed to be hot.
Well, I just think you can maybe pack it a little bit tighter, is all I'm saying. It's kind of loose.
I mean, it's just.
I mean, do you
just
mind
leaves
if
in
I...
there. Oh, okay, sure.
Not the exit. You got a few other in there. Kind of just take a look at one of them.
Yeah. So I'll give you like you want to see ones I've already made, or you want the papers?
Yeah. I don't want to take
okay.
the one you're currently smoking.
Okay.
Now
Sure.
is this like regular tobacco or is
Yes.
that stuff that
No,
we
it's
aren't
just
supposed
No,
to
we
smoke?
have some special secret cigarettes.
No, we're saving the good
Those are
stuff.
still secrets.
We're saving the good stuff to get out of this place. This is
Yeah.
regular type. Regular.
I don't know if you want to make me make a check for this, but I feel like I would be pretty good at this.
Yeah, it's rolling a cigarette. It's not.
Well, Zach's bad at it apparently,
Well,
so
that's okay. I'll make you
Zach
make
was
checks.
bad at it.
No,
I was just trying to
easily
lead
enough.
into it.
Easily enough, you can kind of, roll up a few more tightly packed pieces of paper for Zach.
Of course, Zach is bad at it.
he's got big sausage hands.
Also, no one is good at it the first time.
I know.
No.
He's been working on it.
Leaf does it with an accustomed familiarity.
You want any help with this anytime I'm around?
Oh, that does look a lot nicer and more like a real one, and less like I just stepped on it before I tried to smoke it.
It takes practice. You'll get there.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, you got forge going, you got tobacco going, you got anything else for the day? You guys came back for lunch, I guess.
Yes, I guess so. And to wait until the people are out.
We have some more meetings this evening.
Oh, all right. Well, it's a little strange, but I'm glad you're making friends, I guess.
I don't know about friends.
Sure we are. We're making friends left and right around here. At least I am. You causing problems?
Some people just don't seem friendly, is all.
Make a deception check, Mert. Oh gosh.
18.
Okay. Kind of breezes by it. Well, glad you're getting out and about as much as you can, seeing the sights. It's a fairly interesting city, so it's nice to newcomers, I'm sure, to experience, at least in part.
Very interesting city indeed.
Well, let me know if you need anything. I'll be around. I'm mostly just waiting around in case you need to go back, and if they let you. Otherwise, I would have taken off already, but hopefully the other side. I think I told you in a couple days at least.
Hopefully so.
Does that bear any consequence on you?
No. I mean, it could if they use really obscure legal tactics, but likely no. I'm just there to speak for you, as you don't have a standing within the community, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your meetings, and yeah, I think I might go hunting.
Have fun.
Just lock the door on your way out. Kind of glances at one of like a spare key rack. Starts tromping off through the forest.
I'm tired.
Bye, Phalos, bring back some meat.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Oh, goodness.
What were you saying, Natalie?
Yeah, I was going to say that if we wanted to do some kind of crafting roll, even if it's not in that book, like I have all of my tool sets that I can roll
Yeah.
for. So I have like my Smith's Tools proficiency.
Yeah.
If that's something that you want to see, like whether I do a good job or a terrible job, or
Go ahead
you know,
and
whatever.
let's make an athletics check with proficiency to see how you're hammering out raw iron at a forge.
Okay, I guess. All right.
You can't just use your brain to make
What
that.
about sleight of hand for dexterity and stuff?
This is not dexterous work.
Boo!
This is flattening a bar of iron.
Proficiency in it. You're good.
I do have you said with proficiency?
Yes. I'm gonna have you do both though. I'm gonna have you do an athletics and a dexterity. They're going to
Okay.
affect different parts of the process.
Cool. Yeah. So you said athletics with
Proficiency. You're,
Gotcha.
you're proficient in smithing, so you're gonna add proficiency to both of
to
these
any
rolls.
of it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And our proficiency is supposed to be. Oh.
Which die is the right one?
I think while Ori is working,
I need to get like a steel-looking one.
Visa spends
metal
the
die.
first several minutes growing a medium-sized banana leaf, and then is probably just gonna fan her from behind.
Oh, thanks. She's definitely
A
working on this
gentle
one.
whoosh.
So I will do athletics first. That's a natural 20. So
That's pretty good.
Ooh.
24.
So as you guys are kind of relaxing, rolling cigarettes, chatting, Ori's hard at work, and there's like this notable clang, clang, clang as she quenches it, puts it back in the fire, and starts to draw out this thick iron bar into a long billet of iron, eventually cutting off about half of it in length and forming it into a rough dagger-like shape with kind of an iron tine at the back where you'll fix a pommel. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check now.
18.
As the day goes on, you continue to start to make now embellishments with the hammer. Tapping the side more gently to hone this edge, taking it to the grinder, starting the oiling process, an oil quench process to harden said iron, and generally just kind of beautify it. You, what was the roll?
18.
You take some time to etch some decorative runes into it. You maybe set the pommel with one of the gems you have.
Absolutely. Yes.
You take a small lathe and carve a nice wooden handle that fits nicely on that back tine and wrap it with some sort of leather.
Mm-hmm. I have proficiencies with leatherworking.
You probably have a little
too,
bit of
so
leftover displacer beast leather if you'd like to use that.
That'd be cool.
I'm
just write it.
I'm gonna hold off
Yep.
on the displacer piece
No
and
problem.
stuff.
But at the end of this time, and it takes you about half the time it normally would, just from efficiency and raw strength as you're hammering it out. You're left with
I also definitely use my cantrips like Mage Hand and Mending and stuff like
Just kinda
that
move
for
around
like
pools
if there's like a tiny little oops to like fix it in.
a small flaw in the.
She has control
blade.
flames as well, and so I guess not as important for iron. I guess I don't know. Maybe more like glass blowing and stuff. But she'll use the control flames to make sure that like they aren't getting unruly or anything
Sure.
like that.
Yeah, you keep the forge stoked and controlled, but at the end of the process, you're left with a very finely crafted iron dagger. and you do have some time to continue working on said cloak.
I think I'm done with this.
Okay.
And for reference, the Eldritch Workshop can only be used qualifying to like my tier level with that book. And my tier level currently is 2. And so I can only use it once a day for like up to 2 pieces of 2 items.
Gotcha.
And
Cool.
so at some point I may want to maybe Leaf in our business plan, we may want to see if there's access to a workshop if we need me to work on a little bit more than 2 items a day, stuff like that. But yep, that's it. That's all for me.
By the time that you are done crafting the dagger, the sun has started to kind of crest behind the mountains, the Woadfirin Mountains to the west, marking around probably like 4-5 p.m. It gets darker earlier here just due to the mountains and their proximity to the town. But if there's anything else you'd like to do during the course of this, or if you'd like to split and kind of attend to your own personal missions, that's fine as well.
Ori is pooped.
Zach will have like once she started like really making things, he'll like come and stand at like a comfortable distance or whatever and like smoke his little cigarette and just watch her and be like so enraptured and think it's so cool that she can just make a workshop out of nothing and then make a thing. It's so cool.
This is what I do. Maybe I can make something for you too.
So beautiful and so magical. I
Thank
have
you.
never seen you make the things that you make like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
Marie, I am so impressed how from your such a tiny self you can just produce these amazing magics and these beautiful items. It's so great.
Little people can do big things too.
Now I know this.
Okay, who are we starting with? Who's going?
Oh, look at me.
Should we roll a die to see which party?
Yeah.
I would go
Where
first.
do we want to go?
So-
do we want to go to Hesh?
I decided that I was going to go meet Hesh
Okay.
to
For a
like
date.
try to see if
yeah.
like he knows anything about Hagar.
Oh, that's-
It's not a date.
That's right. Totally a date.
So like if you want, and so my note said that you were maybe gonna go snoop on the king, which is
Me?
yep by yourself.
Oh, that's
So it's like a form party.
It's probably not a great idea.
I don't want to do that.
I don't think that should happen.
Nope, I don't want to do that.
So I don't know. Do you want to come with me, or you want to go with somebody else?
Yeah, I'll go with you. I don't really. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't trust this Hesh to just like hang out, be like a normal person.
He seems like a pretty normal person.
To be
Yeah.
a chaperone.
No. Why would she need a chaperone? I just don't trust this guy.
We're trying to get more information from him
Yeah,
about
we can, like,
Baylor and
double
like
team
the
him.
pursuers. Well, I don't know about that.
Oh.
Don't need to double team him, but like,
You don't want me to come?
well, yes, but like we don't need to interrogate him like that.
Oh.
That probably won't. He won't like
Maybe
that.
we should
probably.
just pull a play from their own book and like torture him in the shed somewhere.
I don't think that's the
I'm
best
joking.
idea.
That was a joke.
Okay,
I'm learning
well,
about
I can
these
see-
kinds of jokes where you say a lie, but it's funny.
That was so funny. I'm sorry. I did not laugh.
Thank you, Zach.
You guys are headed to.
I guess to the
a random.
pursuer's hall?
Okay.
Is that where
We're
he,
gonna go
where
find
is he?
Hesh.
He didn't specify where. Yeah.
So he just said that he would get us a
I
drink
don't want to
later
go back
or
there because they
something.
were so weird and did not want us there.
We'll just go start looking in the. What was that tavern that they said that Thayor goes to sometimes?
I don't recall. I mean, a lot of the movers and shakers go to that bar that you were going to stay in near Drugor Square. Let me pull it up.
We'll commit Tesh to let us into the ramshackle shack behind the Pursuer's Hall as Tyler laughed maniacally.
That's good.
Oh.
Wrong. I'm in the wrong
We'll
atlas.
go like find some taverns, wherever those are.
Yeah, you can go to the one that you guys went to that Yaz was at. When you tailed him with Mert. I'm just lacking the name right now.
The Durgis Tap House. There's one I covered in there.
Oh yeah, Durgis Tap House. Yes, you can make your way to Durgis Tap House if you'd like.
Yes. Okay.
It's a little bit rough and tumble, but it's not too bad around this time.
I like that though.
But there are a couple of bloodied combatants of random bar fights who are nursing beers or laughing with friends. It seems like a commonplace thing to fight, at least in some degree. And funny enough, sitting at the bar with a couple of buddies is Hesh, who clocks you on the way in and just kind of shrugs to his friends and goes over to a booth with a couple of drinks.
Oh, that was easy. Look, see, he's ready for us. I'm gonna go sit with him.
Well, I guess I said I'd buy you a couple drinks.
Guess how was the rest of your day?
Yeah, it was fine, I guess.
Thank you for your generosity. We appreciate it since we are not able to participate in the commerce in our town.
Yeah. So, you were wanting to talk about the pursuers for some reason?
Yes, we would just have noticed that you are very mighty, and we wanted to like get some help training or like learn from you some of your skills, but apparently that is not something that you do.
I mean, not for outsiders.
Okay.
I understand. We also have a very closed type of culture that we were brought up in, and we have
That's true.
received many trainings in, hand-to-hand combat, but not in so much the hunting and the tracking and the being so stealthy kind of skills. And so we just,
And honestly, we could probably use some of those skills, but that is okay if you cannot help us.
Well, I mean, I can't help you as a pursuer, but maybe I can show you a couple things about how to maybe walk quietly in the woods or something.
That
And,
would be
crunchy
good.
leaves and sticks and stuff. You have to kind of place your feet specifically and carefully. Yeah, we could go on a jaunt after these drinks if you'd like.
Oh, great. Because I would take her beer and drink it quickly and
Chug.
Yes.
He's like, looks at you appraisingly, shrugs and stands up. Guess we're going.
Okay, wonderful.
He'll take you guys through a more wooded section of the city and give you some pointers on how to specifically walk without cracking twigs, without kicking rocks. If you guys want to spend some time here doing this, I'll allow for you guys to add basically a +1 to your survival or your stealth checks when in forests.
Okay, I would like that. Yes.
That's cool. But this takes about an hour or so of him just kind of showing you the ropes, and you are able to kind of pick up on some of the intricacies that is, like a hunter or a tracker's daily kind of almost movements that they have without even thinking. So you're able to, while thinking about this, consciously imitate a fraction of what a hunter does unconsciously. But as he's chatting with you, he doesn't give away too much about Dalar or or anything due to the pursuers, but does let slip that Thela really shouldn't be poking her nose into the pursuers' organization, since she no longer is part of it. He doesn't seem overly disgruntled about it, and it's more you feel like to hash a principle, if that makes sense.
It seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I would detect thoughts while he's telling us about Thalar. As soon as he starts talking about Thalar.
I mean, if you're doing surface level, it's pretty one-to-one what he's saying. Actually, his thoughts are pretty plain as he's speaking them, unless you want to push deeper.
Don't really.
Hell no.
Yeah, I would not.
Okay. As you guys come to the end of kind of your tracking tutorial, you'll kind of loop back towards the bar, and he'll say, "Well, this was entertaining. I've never met Gieth before, so I'll write to the council and say you're not too bad."
I appreciate that. We don't have many friends here, and we really thank you for helping teach us some things and buying us the drinks. Thank you very much.
Yes, Ish, I would almost go as far as to say you are almost my best friend.
Just looks around. Yep. Well, you're all right too. I didn't know how you would be. You're friends with Phalanx, and he's a little, but you're all right.
Oh wait, you don't like Phalanx? Should we not be friends with him?
What do you mean he's a little squinty face? I don't.
He's too arrogant, up on his high horse, leaving the town.
Oh.
But he's fine, I guess.
We left our place of, upbringing that we were really not supposed to leave. And sometimes you just need to see the world, We never would have come here if we had not left.
Well, I saw plenty of the world before he left Nogbuz. He fought several wars.
Why did he leave then?
I don't know. He's better than us, I think.
Wait, do you think that he is better, or he thinks
I think he thinks he's better than us.
Oh.
But that's neither here nor there. Regardless of your association with Phalanx, you're all right in my book, and your other friends, jury's out. But I'll write to the council about you too.
Oh, we appreciate that effort.
Well,
Ish. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, be safe, be well. Nods to you and starts to head back towards Dirge's
well, we went
house.
for splitting up the party. Just you guys are just.
I want you all to know there are so many things I would have done that would have kept us out longer, but I didn't. Just like 4 things.
Is there anything else you guys are doing over the course of this evening?
That's probably it. You want to go do anything else?
We could try to go back to the bar and see if someone else will buy us drinks.
How far are we from the bar?
You're like outside it.
Like right outside.
Yeah, like around the corner.
Okay.
Or should we just go home? To Phalanx's home.
How's the bar looking inside now?
It's in full swing.
We could go inside and just have a little look-see, or should
It's fine.
Roll.
Maybe I'm gonna get out my cigarettes and try to lick my fingers and try to make it really nice looking one. Trying so hard to make it better.
Using a little too much strength, maybe breaking the paper a couple
and
times.
then
Make a general charisma check for me, Zach. As you guys enter the bar.
dang.
Churchy. 8.
8?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna count that as a success. The DC was 5 here.
There we go.
This was not a high DC. So whichever you choose, you are successful at. You either are able to keep enough decorum and not get into any fights, or you're able to instigate a fight if you like. Up to you. We'll cut to you later.
Okay.
You can think on it. All right. Let's go Merton Visa. You guys are headed to Drillis?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. After a bit of asking around, you're able to find Drilla's hut. It is a small wooden structure made of what seems to be like lashed together thin tree saplings near the Pursuers Guild in Bear's Maw. It has a small wisp of smoke growing from it. Its chimney, it has a couple of circular paned windows. It's like a fancier version of Shrek's house, basically. That's it.
Point of reference.
Everybody listening and watching.
Oh, like a hobbit house?
No, because it's not built into a hill.
Built into a swamp.
I'm pretty sure what he said was a fancier version of Shrek's house.
That's what he said.
It's a little hut made of tree saplings, basically. But it seems to maybe include 1, maybe 2 rooms.
Real tiny.
But you can make your way to the door. Soft knock if you like. Or how do you want to approach this?
If the fire's going, yeah, we would probably just knock.
Okay. There's a second of rustling, and Drilla does come to the door and peeks around the corner. Come in. Ushers you into what seems to be a small living room / kitchen / pretty much everything besides a bedroom. The hearth is going. There's a stew pot. There are a couple of lumpy doeskin sofas. And she'll usher you to sit down upon. Just the 2 of you.
Our friends are carousing.
You see her eyes flash green, and there's a burst of green energy. She looks around. All right. You probably shouldn't be seen around each other for a bit, as you are tasked with looking into things that you shouldn't be looking into, but
We find it inconspicuous that our party would be seen around more than one of the council members instead of an asymmetric perspective from the rest of the townsfolk.
Sure. Well, what have you learned?
Well, what's about Ilsane?
Well, what about him?
Well, what we've discovered might just be a bit more of a local or internal matter. But he seems to be running a bit of a...
Wait. If it's innocuous, I don't want to know it.
Hang on. Jed the player is taking a moment to remember what innocuous means.
Harmless.
Harmless.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't know the laws around here, so we'll just mention part of it, and we'll leave the moral and legal rest of it up to you.
It's fair, isn't it? He's not connected, though, from your...
No, we don't perceive what we discovered to be connected to the Eyeless, unless you consider drugs to be connected.
Brow furrows for a second. Well, it's not what I asked you about, so I'll let Ilsine do what Ilsine's doing until he gets caught. If he is indeed doing what I think.
I would like to roll a very specific insight check.
Okay.
Bisa is very interested in any sign that Drilla is pleased or disappointed with that verdict.
Okay. What's your insight modifier?
Insight modifier, I believe, is a +4.
4?
Yep.
There's no real reaction of pleasure or displeasure on her face as you rule this one out. It's more a cataloging of, okay, so that's one that I don't have to worry about.
So would you say that that correlates, like, even in the like very business checkbox towards like relief versus apprehension?
I wouldn't perceive any relief or apprehension.
Okay. All right, fair.
On her. It's more of a detached approach, you feel.
Okay.
Dalar, yes?
Some friends of ours are looking into, we'll find out what they find out, as to Yaz and Thola, or Thalar.
No, this is good.
Meant to revisit and ask what your opinions of Mol are and his family.
Mo?
I know you said his family's on the up and up, or good intention. Was that just niceties because royalty, or is it?
No, Mo's a good king.
What's he really done for the region?
Well, he's the one who brought peace with the Shilkambaris about 70 years back. And he's got that elven blood, so he's living quite a while.
Oh, so he's been king for a while.
About 100 so years at this point. But, yeah, I mean, keeps the pursuers in check and keeps us protected. I, as priestess of Luthik, admire that because we are Luthik's children, after all, and those of the Pantheon besides her, the Cave Mother, tend to put the cart before the horse. And that leaves us vulnerable. Bob True, Ilneval Grumsh, if there were any Grumsh worship here, which there is not, hopefully. But Mo's kept the more destructive, or should I say self-destructive nature of our city intact and in check.
Well, how do we know that he's not secretly stirring Eyeless activity outside of Nogbuz?
That would be deeply troubling.
Do you gather him as the sort for well, scheming outside of his own borders to prop up his own country?
Yes. We are Nogbuz. But we are not the Eyeless.
A fair distinction.
But if nothing turns up about these council members, I might do some digging into Mol myself.
Well, that's the report for now.
Yes, you should be off, and this probably not a good idea to do again.
Meant to keep it brief.
We can keep to official.
Sparse.
Yes. Once you have collected all the information you need, approach the House of Law and ask for a formal hearing. And we'll discuss it there.
So you do that when we've got evidence.
Yes. Yes.
Understood.
Yes. Well, good day.
Thank you.
She'll usher you quite slowly out. She is quite bent back to non-wild shape form. But quite courteously, makes a few niceties on the way out and shuts the door.
Did you get anything from that?
Walking away, because I know she does magical scanning stuff. And I think maybe finding a corner, maybe an alleyway, another fairy fire.
Okay.
If we're not in the thoroughfare.
Looking for scrying eyes.
Scrying eyes.
Yeah. No scrying eye upon you.
Okay.
No invisible folk around.
Then Viso just, find a seat, hang out, and
Yeah, she seems like she's still pretty interested in rooting this out. Like very methodical. She didn't seem to have much of a, well, what we suppose might be a slim possibility that, she was hoping to pin it on someone else. Didn't seem pleased or disappointed at Ilsine not really being connected at all.
Well, I'll follow your lead on this one.
I'm a bit out of my depth.
I'm pretty out of my depth too. I don't usually do a whole lot of thinking on these missions.
I think I do a bit more thinking and not so much doing.
Well, if you need anything needs doing, I'm probably the best one to do it.
With
I'm
that,
gonna get that as a tattoo.
we can make our way to the exterior of Yaz's manor. Orion Leaf approaching the exterior. Waiting at the gate is Yaz's son.
The same one?
Yep. Well, look who came back. I didn't know if you had the stones.
Well, my friend, unlike you, we were invited into this home, so show us the door, please.
Ooh, I sleep good, but sure, come on in. There's a creak as the iron gate slowly creaks open, and he kind of does a little mock bow as you pass by. Go on in the front, and then through the back door to his parlor. You make your way up the front steps into a quite sizable, almost tavern-esque front room. There are several drinking tables. There is a big bar counter with what seems to be expensive drinks piled high on shelves and kegs. There is a set of stairs that leads up in the back to a second story, as well as a back door. You proceed through the back, or are you gonna take a look around here?
First, I'm gonna establish our telepathic link. All right, Ori. As agreed upon, I think I can handle most of the business conversation. When it comes to any of the material goods, I will gladly yield the floor. That's all I really got for this one. I don't have any real big plans, to be perfectly honest. But
Okay.
to be honest, we've been shown the door already. We've been invited in, so we're about 4 steps ahead of where I usually start these things.
Well, let's try for it then.
Okay. You guys make your way into the back room, where there is a central parlor. There are several doors off in other directions from this room, but it seems to be kind of the core of the building itself. Sitting in a very oversized, stuffed red leather armchair by the fire, swirling what looks to be some glass of expensive brandy or cognac or something, and staring off into the flames is Yaz. This parlor is full of various games. Like there's a dragon chess set. There are many leather-bound tomes that most have a thin film of dust upon them. There are rich pieces of furniture of like rare woods, various bits and bobs. But he'll turn to acknowledge you as you shut the door.
Mr. Yaz, and she bows.
Heard you wanted to meet with me about selling something. My idiot son thought that this would be a good use of my time.
Well, hopefully he's correct here. But as you may have heard, we're new in town. It's an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance formally outside of the I guess rigidness of the court back there.
So you're the talker.
I can talk to.
No.
Plan.
He's the fast talker. He's the mouth of the group.
Again, I can talk too. And I can talk pretty fast too.
I met your sneak a while back, as well as whatever the other one is. Sit down. Let's get this done with.
Sneak?
Yeah.
I think he's maybe talking about that little fellow we moved in with. This is out loud.
Yep.
I think he might be talking. Yeah, unfortunate company, I suppose. Terribly sorry if they inconvenience you in any way.
I don't want to hear from you anymore. I want to hear from this one.
Oh. Great. Hi. Well, I'm Ori.
Yeah.
It's nice to
In
meet you.
Ori's head, she hears, "All right, I believe in you."
Oh
No, you can handle it. He don't want to hear from me, but you, I told you got a likable way about you. I do not.
Okay. You can do this. Yes.
Tyler, as she's beginning this, what I would like to do is subtle spell no wait, hang on. How long does the tech thoughts last? Shoot. Give me a beat.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Detect thoughts lasts
Up to 1 minute.
only 1 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna save that, but
Okay.
I'm going to take my drink and kind of circle the room a little bit. Stay out of their way as they converse.
As you start circling, he just gives you a sharp look.
Sit.
On. All right. You're the boss, obviously.
So Ori stands up.
Okay.
She casts Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And it's like this cool little graphic called with like a banner arch called Raiding Party Goods. and some kind of block letter, but cool, but professional, but fun.
A little bit of color.
A little bit of like shimmery,
glitter,
like
some pizzazz.
luxury something.
Got it.
Is it in papyrus? Papyrus.
I don't know anything.
The answer is no. It's not papyrus.
Comic Sans.
Paintings.
But yeah, and then underneath it will be like a picture, like a conglomeration of various things. So like a picture of like some nice silk cloth, some really cool weapons.
It's kind
some
of like a faux catalog of sorts.
yes, but just like a mound
Okay.
of like really cool. So this is our business plan. I am an expert maker of lots of different goods. And we think that your town needs a little bit more luxury in their lives. And you could be the front of it, and we could help you make it happen.
Never been a businessman before. Just an importer.
Well, part of Mr. Leaf is he's a great business mind. And we can both talk, but he has come up with a few better points than that he thought of. That's good. I'm not necessarily the business person, but I can still try to shoot it straight.
Turns to leave. All right, drip your honeyed words in my ear.
Yes, got him.
Alright,
Oh, that's a bullet in his head.
I'll dispense with the niceties then. How about that? Up front, we're looking to find a way to open lines of supply between everything on the other side of the, what's the name of the forest again?
Oh, Faded Timberlands?
Is everything on the other side of the Faded Timberlands in here. Because as I understand it, a lot of Nogbuz has been a bit on the deficit since the wars have ended for new goods. And frankly, as guests of the city, we've observed some of that, and we believe that we can meet that need from the other side using my companion Ori's workshop to establish something of a presence on the other side and then run goods between here and there.
You're talking to the wrong person about this.
Why?
That ain't me, that's Mull. He's the one opening things up with Saloon and the rest.
Well, to us, as we were, relatively new in town, we understood you to be, one, a fellow of means, and two, someone who's best positioned to take advantage of those supply lines before somebody else does.
He leans
You-
forward.
And
What's
what
that?
makes you think?
He leans forward.
And what makes you think that the council's gonna let you leave?
This is all well in the future. And for me, I'm about the present. You can make plans now and just get started now and get a head start for when that day comes when, maybe we're allowed to leave. Or you can continue falling behind and allow the king to take his ransom.
You piqued my interest a little bit. But let's see, what do you got?
Okay, here we go. So she first off pulls out her weapon money. I made this. This is mine. It's not for sale, but this is a great demonstration of what I can do. This is all made out. This for podcast listeners. The main weapon part. I don't know parts.
The head of the hammer.
The head of the hammer. There we go. It's all made of currency, and I call it money. It's cool.
Does it not break whenever you hit things with it?
No, because it's magical. I can sometimes cast enchantments on things, and so it being magical, it can't break. And she'll oh no, nope. I was going to demonstrate, but this is by far too beautiful a room to, just try to break a weapon.
Yeah, my interior designer hemmed and hawed over it for days.
It's beautiful. I love it. There's lots of great stuff in here.
It could be better.
Oh, of course. I
What
mean,
is
you
it?
don't have any of my stuff, so.
Show me more of your things.
At the bottom of this weapon, she shows the crystal and how it's lovely and stuff like that. See, you're already excited. This I made just for you today, and I pick up the dagger that I made. And it does have nice leather wrappings, but none of the fancy stuff. And there's a nice little emerald at the very bottom of it.
Okay.
And I say, for you.
They'll just kind of like with 2 forefingers and a thumb pick up this small dagger.
It's small, but I did do it in just a few hours today to show you how efficient and really good work I can do.
He'll hold it up to his face where his 2 tusks curve up into and pierce his cheeks and just shave a sliver of his tusk off. Nod approvingly at the sharpness of it.
Oh, weird.
And set it on the side table.
For
It doesn't
you.
grow back.
What?
It's an enamel. That doesn't grow back. Just shaving off piece of his teeth.
He can do whatever he wants.
He's not pressed about it.
And I have been working on this cloak from a slayed displaced beast. And she pulls it out, and I don't know if DM will allow me to have it already finished. But there are areas that maybe are slightly finished.
Yeah, it's about 3/4 of the way done at this point.
Yeah, I'm still working on this. This is taken a few days. It's a little bit bigger of a project. But yeah, we slayed this a little while ago, and I'm making a cloak out of it.
Well, this is all very, nice. But I have a lot of business that I'm attending to at the moment. So maybe in a couple months, if you're around, I'll vote yay for you to stick around. How about that?
What kind of business?
None of yours?
Is there
Oh,
anything?
now I use the read thoughts. Right as she says, what sort of business? Then I click it on.
You hear in your head,
Nosy gnome, sticking her nose where she doesn't belong. I should probably just imprison him. Leave him to rot or something.
Can you probably?
Did he say he's probably going to put us in prison?
imprison them, leave them to rot or something.
Oh, good.
So rude.
None of your business.
Is there anything we could do to sweeten the deal? Because I can also be on commission and try to do whatever you want.
Look, your talking is nice at first, but the more it happens, the less interesting it is. Look, come back in a couple months if you're around. I will speak for you as a yay on the council to keep you not dead.
Leaf, what do we do?
One, I don't know if he'll probably vote for us, but he would just as soon, from what I hear from him, he'd just as soon kill us.
Kill us?
So, well, imprison us at least.
Are we done, or do you need to look around, or?
I don't know if I can get a look around in here, but we can probably get somebody to, because I think something's going on in here.
Okay.
This is all as we're kind of like looking at each other and,
No, yeah, this
giving
is-
those knowing glances of compatriots. Well, I do think we could probably come back around, circle back here in a couple months. Can't promise that somebody else won't find the opportunity, but should no one, we'll be back.
All right.
Good luck with all your business.
Yeah.
It's not my business, so. Yep. Good luck.
Just kind of glares at you and
I won't
mumbles,
cry.
like picks at the dagger again.
And then quietly, but he can still kind of hear, still kill us. And
He'll just kind of lethargically stand to his full height and says,
I'll walk you out.
she's already walking out.
he thumps behind you guys as you make your way out into
Enjoy the
the
dagger.
tavernesque room and walks you to the front door. As you make your way out,
I'll go ahead and cast. Is his son there?
he's at the front gate still, lounging about.
Okay, so do they run into each other?
No, he walks you to the front door.
Okay.
Hands you off basically to the guards. What's your passive perception?
Mine's not very. Can I make a case for
This is actually
getting to investigate on the way out and be looking for things?
no, that'll be a perception check.
Okay.
But it's going to be passive intelligence for both of you.
Well, I was going to see if if you would allow. This is probably a terrible idea, but I'm getting.
We can discuss it before you do it if you'd like.
Okay, so I'll just say what I'm thinking. Hayden is a part of my artificer stuff. I'm allowed to infuse items, right? And so I have had my money Warhammer
Infused.
and my armor. Sorry, words are hard today. My armor also infused. But earlier, before we came back, I changed for the day my infusions to have one of my items is a wand of secrets. What infusion did I use for that? I think it's replicate magic item. It's in the book. I followed the rules.
Yeah, you're good.
And this wand of secrets has 3 charges, and while holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you. That's probably not great to use stealthily, right?
Probably not.
There's no verbal or
Somatic.
material components. You probably have to switch the wand a little bit, so a little bit of somatic. So it's not like super unstealthy, like casting a spell would be.
You could probably ruffle around in your bag and pull that off.
Because
But if you,
I assume that he walking us out is at the front, right?
No, he's behind you.
but hear me out. On our way out the door, you could be shuffling around.
I could
with
be
your
putting
goods.
away my displacer coat.
Right, and I can be doing this. I think that at this point, Leaf just begins a really, really violent sneezing fit.
Oh boy.
And it's just very, very overwhelmed. We're trying to get out of here.
It's very like Mr. Bean.
Do you have
Something Mr. Bean
Do you have a cat in here? It sounds like Leaf is quite allergic.
He just grunts. 30 feet? Is that correct? You don't detect any traps.
Like while we're walking, so give us like I guess
is it
it would-
instant or does it last?
I don't know.
I don't think it.
Okay, never
lasts.
mind. Yeah, no, it doesn't last.
Within
There's no
30
secret
feet.
door in the study.
Did you do this in the study or did you do this in?
In the
front
study is like we're getting up ready to leave.
Okay,
right?
yes, in the study.
Oh,
Also no, but
Dang it. Okay.
well, 2 for the price of 1.
the study itself is probably about, or the parlor is probably about a 60, not a 60, probably like a 50-foot cube of space. It's a sizable room. You guys are able to make your way out. Lounging at the front is still this unnamed son, Pissy, as he was
He
called.
has a name.
He'll just kind of wordlessly open the iron gate. There's a creak again. Well, how was it?
Mighty fine house your father got there.
Oh, yeah, he did well in the wars.
Did you, by the way?
Oh,
you do
me?
well in the wars?
I did a couple Torvenbergen campaigns.
I'm sure you did.
I was a little late to the party for the Saloon campaigns.
Tough to grow up in the shadow of somebody like that.
Oh,
Well,
it's
enjoy
a
it.
big shadow. I will. Thank you. Slams the gate shut.
Well, I don't think it was, this is back into our psychic bond. I don't think it was a fruitless visit. It was a little less than anticipated, but he is a little bit more unpleasant and stupid than I anticipated as well. So,
Yeah. Yep.
we got to get back into that house. I think we got to get somebody up in there.
I think there's something fishy going on.
Oh, look, here's exactly what he said when I was creeping around in his head. I relayed the information to her. It was nuts. He's a paranoid fella. He's up to something, clearly. And I can't imagine with somebody like him it's anything good.
Yeah. I was kind of getting excited about the whole business thing.
Well, you can always go into business with somebody who is not that person.
That's fair. He's probably not the best.
He seems like he would be a miserable partner. You imagine you start doing any kind of good, he's gonna start squeezing you for everything that he can.
I gave him that dagger. That was a good dagger.
It was a fine dagger. And you know what?
I really thought that was gonna be something, but he just. Did you see what he did with that?
Picking his teeth.
It was disgusting.
I say that's you only get one set of teeth. You don't just start shaving chunks of it off. Well, maybe you do. I got lots of sets of teeth.
So it doesn't we feel keep getting
And
moved?
the point stands.
So you guys walk back. Zach, are we getting into a fight or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You are. You're enjoying.
I'm gonna like.
So wait, what happened? Because we were like, we're looking inside.
I'm like,
You
I
light up a
think,
cigarette.
well, there's like all of these like people who've clearly already been in fights,
Yes.
and I'm gonna look at them and then like turn to his eye and like awkwardly wink, and like put my cigarette out and
Try and just start a fight.
do something.
So you walk by pretty brusquely and just shoulder check a guy on purpose, basically, and he sloshes his drink all over his already bloodied shirt.
Oh, he's already bloodied?
Yeah, or you want to pick a fresh guy?
Yeah.
Okay, over his non-bloodied shirt. Nicest shirt. Okay, looks down, looks at you. Hey, you spilled mine. Just kind of annoyed, but not like ready to fight.
You should watch where you're sitting.
You should watch where you walk. He just tries to throw a haymaker at you as he's a couple in, but he's enough to fight still.
So
Okay.
as he winked at me, I would cast Shield of Faith,
Okay.
and then so that's a bonus action. Can I also cast Bless, as I like know what he's going to do when like going into this?
Sure.
All right.
Are both of those spells concentration? I believe they are.
Don't ever use Bless. Just crazy. Yeah, they are. So I'll cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Plus 2 your AC.
AC by 2.
So he'll make a swing at you. He does a 16 hit.
If it meets, it beats.
Correct.
Meaning it does hit.
Okay.
Is that plus the Shield of Faith?
Yes.
So he makes a haymaker at you, and you
AC
take.
is 14.
Oh,
I've been
gotta
discussing the
change
whole
this.
if it meets, it beats. Meaning I thought if my armor meets it, my armor beats
No.
it. And that's that's what I did all last
Yeah.
game. Like, I don't know. She was ranged in the back and really got hit, so it's fine.
He throws a wild punch at you, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage as he kind of cracks you across the face. There's a small bruise that starts to welt on your green skin, turning a little bit purplish, but not too hard of a hit.
He'll just smile.
But he'll kind of stand up and just unsteadily get into a little bit of a boxing, square up. You're free to punch him back if you'd like.
Yeah.
Roll a hit.
Can I cast like in the middle of this?
Are you gonna do so openly? Like,
Yeah.
Like you're just like
No.
in the middle of
Do
the
that.
bar.
I mean,
Probably look real bad.
Yeah. We don't want it to look like I'm like magically beating people up in the bar just for fun. We're trying to win honor points.
It's up to you.
so I mean, there's a vocal and a somatic element to this. Could I just cast it quietly?
You could surely try.
Well, surely after like a punch has been
It's
thrown, is this the kind of bar where when a punch is thrown, everyone's gonna get quiet and look, or everybody's gonna be like,
Yeah,
like,
It's more
like,
that
what's the
vibe. They're
Okay.
like, ah, it's a fight.
okay,
Then I'll just wait and we'll see how Zach does.
Okay.
yeah, okay. Can I headbutt him?
Yeah. Roll.
gonna do that.
Plus your strength mod, and I believe you're proficient in unarmed fighting. Probably. You're a barbarian. So strength and your proficiency. So +3 and +5, +4.
Okay.
+3 and so +4 for strength and +3 for
So this.
proficiency.
So +7 total to your roll.
That's what they are, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's too many things.
Too many.
It's like I never got like a good actual primer on like these after I actually knew how to play.
Yeah.
It was like at the very beginning, and I was like, And
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, but wait, what are these?
Because you started as a level 8 bard.
That's a
Yeah.
hard. Oh.
So
At the end of the campaign,
because
with
your
only
intro
big
D&D
bad daddies.
was a level 8 bard.
That is
Okay,
a hard launch.
it's 12.
12. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll a D4 plus your strength mod.
Oh wait, this
D4.
okay. That's not the right thing. Not 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
Just plus your strength
With your strength mod
This?
+4. So
Oh, 6.
that's,
6.
That's just for saving throws.
I know, but just now you said it was this plus this, which is that.
Because
So
you
I
said
thought
your
it was
strength plus
plus
your proficiency.
which is the same as
For to hit, but not for
Yeah, it
damage.
just happens. to
Okay,
be the
see,
same.
that's too many things, and they sound the same.
So 6.
Yes.
So you crack. He cracks you across the face, and you look back, just smile, and grab his head, and just whoosh into his face, and he stumbles back. There's a spurt of blood from a broken nose. He's like, just like starts sprinting to try and tackle you to the ground.
Okay.
Another 16.
It's.
For
I guess I could rage, but it seems like-
5 points of bludgeoning damage as he tackles you into the counter, and then as you're getting up, just kind of bellows, "She's not that strong. I'm strongest," and he's very drunk.
She's not that strong.
Yeah.
Does,
Oh, he's not that strong.
what does he say? Does he say she or he?
He says he.
Okay.
Zach
Do
will
it,
just
Molly.
laugh.
You know you want to do it.
Do what?
Rage.
Do the rage. You know you want to
Is
rage.
that a bad idea?
No, not at
No.
all.
Why? So
It will just half my damage.
Half
which would be
damage
nice.
And you add your rage damage,
Yay.
which is +3 at the moment.
I don't want to like.
Is that right?
well, okay,
I don't
just
I'm trying to be
check,
impressive.
like how
Yeah, that is
how
impressive.
bloody is he? How
Yeah.
is he looking like?
He's not looking great.
I don't. He's already.
You could
Smash
just
his
deal
face.
like non-lethal damage.
Yes.
It's
Right.
enough damage
Yeah.
to
You knock
him
him
out.
Right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't kill him.
So I can rage and also still be careful not to kill him.
Yes.
Yeah, or you can kill him.
I don't want to kill him.
No.
We're not trying to get into that. No, I don't understand how the laws work. I don't need to add an order trial to our shenanigans.
You could try that cool pit thing.
What's the rest of the crowd doing? Or like the rest of the bar?
They're just like cheering, jeering each other, laughing. There's
Does it
another
matter
fight.
that
There's
I'm
another fight that has broken out. In the
But
crowd.
since I'm an outsider, is it like.
They're fine with it
They don't
actually.
care.
Yeah, they don't
They're all
care.
drunk.
Alright.
Great.
Word.
I will range Oh, this is with strength weapons.
Oh, really?
+2 melee damage
Oh,
with
yeah.
strength weapons.
Well, you don't get the damage, but you get the.
But I still get resistance.
Yeah, you get the resistance.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I'd rather have. An
So-
advantage on strength checks.
And you also do have 2 attacks, so you could have attacked a second time last time. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Whoopies.
Oh well.
Do it on this time.
Okay. I'll go ahead and rage then.
Okay.
Because hopefully we go to sleep before we have to do anything actually intense. And then I would like to, I guess, punch him in the face.
Yeah. You kind of like stand up from the bar. It's crushed behind you a little bit. And just rear back for a good like face punch.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and roll a hit.
And
it's
this is
+7.
+7. 14.
14, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It's a d4 +4.
Unarmed strikes are considered a melee weapon.
Are they really?
Oh.
There we go. So
+2 and then so 9.
9 points as you just like you stand up and quicker than he would have expected, even if he wasn't drunk.
Mm-hmm.
There's a quick jab from you, and there's all this fighter's discipline that pours into you from your years of training to where it's very technical. But you just pop right in the face, right into his nose again.
No.
And there is this explosion under your fist.
Sick.
And a cry of pain as blood is now pouring down into this half-orc's mouth. It's all over his tusks. It's on his shirt.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just knee him a gentle knee
Gentle
to
knee
the chest.
in the
Or to
chest and stomach. Okay, roll a hit.
Gentle knee.
Lovely, gentle knee.
What would that I have to like make you fall, double up.
This man has no sinuses anymore.
Yeah. 17.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Poor guy.
Okay, this time.
Just a very lovely 12 points of damage.
Collapsing his rib cage. Just casually exploding his entire torso.
As he's like preoccupied with his face, you reach over and grab his shoulders and jam your knee up into his stomach, to which his response is to blood all over you. As he gasps for air. All of his air, all the air knocked out of his lungs. He's holding his stomach and he just tanks to the ground.
I will roll him over to make sure he can breathe.
There's a chorus, a cacophony of laughter from everyone else as you have just obliterated this drunk half-orc.
I'll lean down and check on him, kind of pat his face, make sure he's breathing, and then I'll just stand up and laugh.
There's a couple pats on the
I
back.
go over and put my hands on him and cast Cure Wounds.
You see from across the bar, Hesh is nodding in approval. Go ahead and cast Cure Wounds.
Hesh, you're my best friend.
10 points.
Okay, you feel some ribs pop back into place, some nose
His
blood
nose kind of
staunches.
can I kind of
It's a little, it's pretty gross.
stop hurting his
It
there.
looks a little bit like a nose now.
Okay. And then is he alright enough for me to help him up?
He's kind of slipping into unconsciousness. He's like,
Just pop it back in his chair.
Wife at home, probably need to check. I'll see you later, guys.
stumbles his way to the door.
So then what is happening?
Everyone kind of goes back to what they were doing. The fight's done.
Who's next?
Just unbutton.
I know. Do I ask who? Do I?
If you want.
I'm gonna go
Executive.
stand by the bar and hope that someone will come buy me a drink.
Well, yeah, as you go to the bar, there is
I'll follow him.
a small horn of mead that's just set by the bartender.
Uh,
Half-elf gentleman, presumably Dirge, who kind of nods and says, "Oh, that was interesting. Good on you. Starting fights in town when you're new, and yeah,
Well, yes, he likes to fight.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to just need something to do.
Yeah.
True.
I'm glad that you feel comfortable. Just don't do that all the time. You're glad. Be lucky Yaz wasn't in the bar. He probably would have joined in and.
Oh yeah, what is his deal?
He'll just shrug and say, well, I mean, he likes to fight and he's good at it. Probably the best at it.
Like he's just sort of like big and grouchy and likes to always beat people up.
Yeah, it's it's fun.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So, but Yaz is.
So don't try to start a fight if he's around because
Probably
he will
not,
definitely
yeah.
get in on it and then
He'll partake,
it'll
and
be
he'll
less
take
fun.
not just you. He'll probably take 4 or 5 at a time.
I mean, I could take more than one.
Yeah, I'm not doubting your skill, but I think Yaz would probably break you in half.
I don't know about break.
Take the mead,
Right.
take the congratulations.
Thank
There you go.
He will do one of
You did
his
well.
little prayer bows and take the meat. Like, fine.
You can spend a merry amount of time drinking. You can carouse with a few more friendly locals who have seen your display.
Yeah, are like people singing? Are they dancing? Are they telling stories?
It's more stories and jokes, not a lot of like dancing or singing. There is a quite tipsy half elf in the corner playing a lovely flute melody. But that's about all in terms of music or dancing. It's more like body jokes and.
I would be inclined to find the like grossest, raunchiest, biggest group of people and try to
to break into this group.
or yeah.
Make a charisma check as you're kind of like edging around, laughing at some jokes.
Okay.
Persuasion, sorry.
I was like, I can do that. Persuasion?
Mhm.
Oh no, it's a 5.
You are
Natural 1.
kind of sharply rebuffed from this group as they. It's almost like a Mean Girls clique where they're like a little bit like, we're not gonna acknowledge you at all. We're gonna
like,
completely.
who are you? You have done nothing here.
Yes.
We don't really care about you.
It's exactly that. But there are other more amenable folk at the bar, and
Sure.
you're able to have a good time there if
Great.
you'd like, and make your way home at whatever time you would like. You can go into the early morning if you'd like. This Durgis does not close until probably 6 a.m.
Oh, we would not stay that late. I would get us home by like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
As you guys trickle in one by one, that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh, hey!
All right.
You guys are doing so much investigating.
All right. I got a plan.
No progress.
Sorry, you said investigate all the council members, and that's what we're doing.
I know, I'm excited.
And
You're doing it.
also, none of them are doing anything.
Not very